Hello everybody, my name is Average Election Enjoyer on today, January 20th of 2026, and I am making this video to discuss Cook Political Report shifting 18 House races towards the Democrats as of January 15th of 2026. As you can see, this is an article by The Hill that is describing exactly this sort of shift. Cook Political Report on Thursday shifted 18 House races towards Democrats in latest sign of party's momentum ahead of the midterm. 8 races shifting from likely to solid blue ratings. Another 10 races shifted a step towards Democrats, leaving Republicans with 14 of 18 total toss-ups. Cook considers 36 districts competitive compared to 49 they found at this point in the 2018 blue wave. So we're seeing some comparisons towards 2018 with the blue wave. That is sort of the topic of this video. I'm going to be talking about what sort of wave we might be seeing at this point, and how that might be looking for both of the parties in this current moment. That's the thing you see with these ratings, is that they are in fact current. They are not just predictions. These Cook ones are more because they're actively being updated. They are going to be more current. However, when I look at the polls later, you got to take them for what they are, which is in that moment. So that is what we can be seeing here. And so I'm going to go on to the Cook Political Report, which is going to be looking at the competitiveness of these races. As you can see here, for this rating summary of 435. Sorry about that, guys. My roommate just set the fire alarm off with a very misplanned steak. So, just to go over this 2026 midterm, we have 189 safe seats for the Democrats compared to 186 safe seats for the Republicans. However, you can see where the Democrats' advantage really starts to play out. Where there are 8 seats likely for the Democrats, there are 16 likely for the Republicans, indicating how a lot more Republican races are going to be closer. 14 races are rated lean for the Democrats, only 4 for the Republicans. However, out of these 18 toss-up seats, you'll see that there is an advantage for the Democrats as we go down here. As you can see, in competitive races that the Democrats hold, or for competitive races, Democrats hold only 4 toss-up seats compared to Republicans holding 16 toss-up seats here. For the Democrats, they hold 13 lean seats, and Republicans only hold 4 here. Sorry, Republicans hold 3 here, versus Democrats holding 13. And then for likely, Democrats hold 8 versus Republicans holding 14, with another 2. This one being from the gerrymander in Texas, and this one being just the main 2nd district that was held by a moderate Democrat, and the other Democrats are unlikely to get elected here. So, as you can see, Democrats do in fact enjoy an advantage here for this 2026 midterms, and this is indicating not a blue tsunami like what we saw in 2018, but it's getting closer to, most definitely it is at the point of a wave, which is what we're seeing here. You have some pollsters predicting 30, 40 seats gained for the Democrats. You have some people predicting Republicans are going to hold the House. So you can see all sorts of different opinions all over the internet. However, from Cook Political Report here, this is what they have right now. They have Democrats enjoying a substantive, not enormous, but a very substantial advantage here in at least the House of Representatives. Moving on to the Senate, I just want to go over this real quick. Democrats predicted to take 47 seats compared to Republicans 53. A lot of these races for the Democrats coming in, as you can see, a lot of solid races. even more solid race than the Republican. This is one of the reasons why Republicans do so well in the Senate. They have a lot more safe, solid seats than the Democrats have. And especially because this is a good year for the Republicans in terms of seats that are available to be won. Democrats are going to have to win multiple seats that they are very unlikely to win. They're going to need to win. They're going to need to flip North Carolina. They're going to need to unseat Susan Collins, who is proven to be extremely difficult to unseat. And then they're going to have to win in Alaska, Ohio, Iowa, or Texas. And that is going to be very difficult races for the Democrats. You might be noticing Alaska here in lean. That is because of Mary Peltola entering this race, making it a fairly close election, very close, I meant to say. If you remember Mary Peltola, she actually won two elections to serve a special election and a regular election to serve as Alaska's single House of Representative member. And now she's going to be, then she lost by 2 points in 2024, and now she's going to be running to attempt to unseat Sullivan here in the Senate. So Republicans still holding a clear advantage in the Senate, especially because they hold the presidency. The vice president is going to break any sort of ties. So this is, Republicans are still looking fairly solid inside these Senate seats. And now we can just finish this out with looking at the 2026 generic congressional vote, with Democrats having an average of 4.3 point lead here over the Republicans, 46.4 to 42.1. This is the average from December 4th all the way to just yesterday. Most recent polls have Democrats up by 4, 2, 2, 4, 5, and 6, with the other January polls being 3 and 1. So you can see that Democrat support got much more consistent over these last couple polls, with only varying, with this one being somewhat of an outlier, everything else being only from 1 to 6 points. So fairly condensed in these results, with a lot of 2s, 4, and 4s here in these most recent polls. As you can see, CNN, Rasmussen. So some okay pollsters here, some less than okay pollsters here. Atlas, Rasmussen. Some less than amazing pollsters. However, you can see, funny enough, Rasmussen having it +6, they're the only ones who said Republicans would be fine in 2018, and that is somewhat ironic here, as they're predicting the other way now. But that is where we currently stand. Democrats' widest margin in a little bit now. It's been climbing up. So Democrats are, in fact, looking fairly good for 2026 midterms. I'm going to continue to make these 2026 midterm videos. This is just sort of a step back from local politics into more national politics. So expect some more similar videos like this to be coming out in the next weeks and leading up over the next months up until the 2026 midterm elections. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.